so this is how to bleach your hair 101. The first thing you're gonna make sure that you have is a aluminum foil. You need aluminum foil to actually console your hair. Once everything is bleached, you want something to contain the chemicals and keep everything intact once you apply the bleaching chemicals. This is Carol's Professional W2. This is the powder for the bleach. This is to lighten the hair. So this is one of the things that you are going to make sure that you have. You can get this from Sally's, your local beauty supply store, maybe Target, maybe Walmart, but that is pushing it. Next thing you are going to need is the hair volume. Now you can get either, I believe it's starting at 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 hair volume. The number is actually the lighter that you would like your hair to be. So I'm at a 30. The next ones up would be a 40 and 50. So this is the stronger and the faster that it will lighten your hair. So I don't want it to lighten it too fast, nor do I want it to lighten it too slow. So I'm kind of in between at a 30. So this is Value Cream, and you also, I believe, have another volume solution that you can use as well. But we're just gonna have these. And then also you want to make sure I have everything in it already, that you have a dyeing brush. And this is the W2 powder mixed with the Valium, which is liquid. Okay, I quit. Which is liquid, so I must be thinking about liquid, y'all. And when you mix it together, this is how it's gonna look. But I'm gonna walk you through detail on that. So stay tuned. Alright, y'all, sorry I'm back. So basically what I was saying about my Brazilian curly version here, I'm gonna use this tester track to show you guys how to bleach hair, basically. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here again is apply what I told you guys we're gonna have here, which is this here liquid, and I'm gonna apply it, and I'm gonna show you guys, you know, how you're gonna apply that. So you're gonna get your aluminum foil, and we're gonna get that out here, rip it off, and we're gonna put it down. So how we're gonna do this is, well, we can do it the long way. What we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna put, okay, this is the side I combed out. So I'm just gonna do one piece first. I'm gonna put that there and basically show you guys how to bleach the hair. So if you do it, you know, diagonal, is gonna be a bit longer. I'm just doing the edges. I'm not doing the root of the track, just the edges. So you're gonna take your, again, the W2 mixed with the Valium here. I have Valium 30. Again, you can get this from your local Sally's or beauty supply, blah blah blah. And you're gonna mix it together, and it should look like this. It should not be really liquidy. That means you would have too much Valium, which is the liquid, and the bleach powder is powder. So if it's too liquidy, that means you have too much Valium. If it's really, really, really thick, that means you may need to add more Valium. So I'm gonna take about this much, apply it. And this is, again, guys, curly hair. But because I have this brush, I'm gonna make sure that it is definitely getting everything bleached here. And excuse this nail, I was just looking at some polish and I wanted to know how it looks, so I just tested it out on my nail. And that's only why I put a little in here, because again, I'm just showing you how to bleach it. If you would have had like the 50 volume, if you want your hair to turn really fast, it is processing the hair a bit more than a 30 or 20 volume would, but it does get the hair lightening quicker. So you're gonna make sure you do it forward, frontward, this way. So because this is curly hair, so I want to make sure that all of it is getting bleached thoroughly here. So we're putting that through like that. So it's basically that. Then what you want to do, hold that down like that, and you can flip it over on the other side. This is what we have left. Again, it's just a tester. But then again, I will also be dyeing my hair. So if you would like to see that, just like or share or comment on this video. Subscribe, whatever the option is, do it. Okay, so I'm on the other side, flipping it, making sure the dye is in there thoroughly. And again, you can get this brush from Sally's, and if you have an old bowl, you can use an old bowl that you don't want, or you can just buy a bowl from Sally's, Walmart, Target, etc., any convenience store, really. The dollar store, hey, to each his own, okay? So after I thoroughly applied all of that, everything is fine. I'm gonna put that back in there, and what we're gonna do is close this here. So we want to do this neat. And yeah, I have that for, like, you know, when I want to do something else to it, like another dye, or if I want to see, if you want to see how a color looks and you really don't know how it looks, don't do it on your hair first. I suggest you to get some human hair, or if you're dyeing your real hair, just dye a small portion, and then you know, see how it looks that way. So I'm just rolling this up, and again, don't mind this, I can probably cut this so it won't seem so weird. So let me cut this for you guys. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. So this is that piece of track here. I just took this much, and again, I rolled it all into the aluminum foil. Of course, when you have more hair, you're gonna need more aluminum foil, and you can get aluminum foil from Aldi, Walmart, Target, wherever, you know where you can get this shit from. Anyways, so I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna check on it because I don't want it too light, and because I want to see something for myself also. And then I guess I can do another one for you guys. If you want to see how light it can get, let me just do that for you really quick, and I can just do one like that. So again, this is a repetitive process. Get that aluminum foil, because the track is so small, I don't need a lot. And this way I can show you how I do the mixture. So I'm gonna just cut this track here. Again, use human hair that can get dyed, that is dyeable. And this is curly hair, so it's gonna be a bit weird for me to comb it out. So again, let me just, sorry y'all, boyfriend silly. So I'm just gonna comb this out really quick, and then we're gonna dye this. So now, same process, different track. So what I'm gonna do here, just to get a little bit more, we're gonna go into our W2. It's gonna be powdery like this. I'm gonna open that. It has a cup in here for you. I'm just only gonna get a little because again, I only have just that little track. Don't want to waste it because I believe this is like this one is about, I don't know, I think $5 or something. So you're gonna basically move that there, put that in here. It's a powder solution. Bam. And get that volume. Bam. Let's put that in here. Bam, bam, bam. See that? Ooh, it look like sperm, y'all. Don't listen to me. But put that back together, and you're gonna use your brush and get that in evenly. Distribute that all over. So you're gonna put just as much amount as you did the value. So you want equal. You're not gonna put one in more than the other. You're gonna put the amount of powder that you put in. You're gonna put the same amount of volume inside. So it can. So you see how that mixes. It mixes very fast. If you have more, again, just keep stirring. And it should look like this. It should not be watery. It should be, this is the perfect texture. Not watery. It's like, you know, a bit cakey. Like if you were baking a cake. Okay. And again, here's my brush. Move that. And again, you don't, just a side note, you don't have to have the Salon Care brand. As long as whatever volume you prefer, it's okay. Like that whatever you know, prefer, that is fine. But this is just one BW2. I was about to say W240. Okay, so you're gonna mix that. Keep that in order. Okay. So if you've been counting, it's been about 5 minutes since I had the other hair baking. And again, you can turn this around. But because it's a thin piece of weave, this most likely went through the back of the hair. But when you have thicker hair, you're gonna flip the hair as well, so it can thoroughly get through the hair and make sure that it's thoroughly dyed to your liking. So that's how I have that. Okay, let me see. Okay. And I'm gonna put that there. And again, we're gonna fold this as well. Do that as neat as possible, however you want to get that open. Some people use gloves. If it's your first time, use gloves so it won't be so messy. My hands, I just have a little powder on them, but I'll be fine. Also, don't wear clothes that you don't want to be messed up or anything like that. So we're gonna check up on this. Here I come. Okay, it's not ready yet. Okay guys, so I checked on the first batch. This is kind of the color I'm going for. It's just brown. Again, with the volume 30, it's going to lighten a bit slower. So I'm just gonna put that back in and just checking on that. And that's our second one, so that's gonna stay there for a minute. I'm gonna put that back and let it cook a little bit more, as I like to say, and we'll be back. All right, so let's check on, this is hair color, well this is track 1. See how that didn't turn out. Okay, so it's brown. I believe this is like kind of to my liking. I wanted to have some brown hair, so let me show you the difference. This is another reason why I didn't dye the top. So this is the 1B color, which is the off black. Let me get this on a white balanced background for you. Okay. So this is the 1B color. This is the bleaching process that I'm at now, which I think I like, which I think I'm gonna rinse out to see how it looks. So I'll be back with that. This is hair color 2, which is about the same color, but we're gonna let that get to the lightest color that it can get. So we're gonna keep that station, and I'm gonna wash this out so we can get a better view of how this looks. So I'm gonna do that. Okay guys, so this is the lightest it's gonna get with a 30 developer volume. So this is the blonde part. I got a white background so you guys can see, and this is black. So that's the lightest it's gonna get. I can wash it out for you guys so you can see how it turns out. But yeah, it turns out pretty light with the 30. It's just a little bit slower, so if you're trying to get just like a brown, you know, it's not getting so light as quick as a 40 or 50 developer volume. So this is the lightest it's gonna get compared to that. So it is like a bronze, blonde, the black, and the blonde. So here's that for you. I can rinse it out so you guys can get a better visual of how that looks, and I will be right back with that. Hey y'all, so I'm here with other bundles here as well. So this is the hair dried, and this is the lightest that it can get with the 30 developer volume. This is the lightest hair texture it's gonna get. So as you can see, this one compared to this, it's a little bit darker. As you can see, this is everything without this is 3 bundles of Brazilian deep wave that I'm about to dye. The color I'm gonna dye them is the Adore Cajun Spice color. It's all messy, but this is what I'm gonna dye these 3 bundles, and I'm gonna show you how that looks. I don't want it as bright, so that's why the hair isn't as light as my tester track here, which is really light. This tester track again was here to show you guys like the lightest color that this can get for you guys, and what colors you can use. So you can use, you know, a lot of brown colors, bronze, or even if you just like this color, or you can go with this, but you can definitely put a dye on top of this, or a rinse, and you'll be fine. So again, this is the tester track, and then I also dyed the hair that color, so you guys are going to see how it looks. It's like a bit of a reddish orangish color. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put it on the wall here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm gonna give you guys a better look on how it looks with one of the bundles once I get them dyed and rinsed, so you guys are gonna see how that looks. So I'm gonna start on a bundle